I'm back in Gregory National Park in Wales. Today I'm making a filming location video. It's the 1969 film The Chairman. In the film, Gregory Peck plays the part of Dr. John Hathaway, a Western agent sent to China to retrieve an important agricultural enzyme. This enzyme was supposed to permit crops to grow in any climate. The film was shot in Hong Kong initially, but there were protests by the communists there and they were forced to move to Taiwan. They also shot some scenes in London and Pinewood Studios, but the action scene near the end of the film was filmed here in Gregory National Park. The area doubled up for China in an earlier film. The 1958 film The Inn or the Sixth Happiness, starring Ingrid Bergman, was largely filmed in the Ogwen Valley. I've always thought that The Chairman was also filmed in the Ogwen Valley. Information online also suggests that it was filmed in the Ogwen Valley. Whilst I was researching this video, I've discovered that it wasn't filmed there at all. I'm at the top of the valley now. I was going to walk here, but a kind gentleman stopped his car and gave me a lift. It was bloody terrifying though. He was speeding. I thought I was going to die. Today I'm going to be rewriting the recorded history of the film. I watched the film and I tried to match the locations up with the Ogwen Valley, and I just couldn't match anything up. But looking at the scenery in the film, I was able to match it up to this area, which is the southern slopes of Yr Wyddfa, which is the highest mountain in Wales. I'm on the miners track, which is one of the main routes up to the summit of the mountain. At one time there would have been a lot of copper mines along this route. And whilst I'm talking about mines, can I just give a shout out to Al and Johan from the Lost Mines channel. They helped me out recently by suggesting I make a certain video in mid-Wales. You might have seen it. It's about the harrowing story of the Hughes family. You might have seen Al and Johan on the BBC recently on the Our Lives series in the UK. Please go and check out their channel, it's very interesting. Just come off the path now, you can see it on the top right hand side of your picture. And all the Welsh scenes, from what I can gather, were filmed just in this area here where I'm panning around now. I'll just go back to the path to show you the first shot of the scenes that they filmed here. The film was originally supposed to be made in 1966, and it was supposed to star Frank Sinatra and also Spencer Tracy. But the plans fell through, and it wasn't until 1968 that the film was made. Gregory Peck was cast in the lead role, and the film was directed by J. Lee Thompson, the same director who directed The Guns of the Navarone, which also starred Gregory Peck. The film didn't do particularly well in the box office, but Gregory Peck was paid $500,000 for the film. Comparisons have been made between The Chairman and the 2014 film The Interview. Getting close to the first location now. Jerry Goldsmith composed the score for the film. He also composed the score for 3 other Gregory Peck films: MacArthur, The Boys from Brazil and The Omen. The film was set in China, and in the first shot of the Welsh scenes, Gregory Peck is escaping from Chinese soldiers. In the scene you can see him coming in the armoured vehicle around the corner there, and when he gets about here there's some rocks in the road, and this armoured truck hits the side of this rock here and ends up toppling over and coming to rest around here. Just go back a little bit. And Gregory Peck climbs out of the armoured vehicle. He rests against the rock, which would have been around here, but it's no longer here, unfortunately. I think that's probably because they've been doing a lot of work on the path and some rocks have been moved about, probably by the side of the road here. But if I get in closer to this rock and show you a screenshot of it from the film, you can see it's the same one. Soon after, you can see Chinese soldiers coming over the horizon there as Gregory Peck is running up this mountainside. You can see him running up here, heading up in the direction of this cliff here. And if you look in the centre of the screen now, you can see a big boulder. He stops by this boulder. He stops by this boulder, and I'll show you a screenshot. He's got his hand on the top left-hand side of this boulder, and he's looking to see where the Chinese soldiers are. The boulder where the accident happened is just over there. I know this is the rock because it's in the right place. I can see this crack here in the scene. So Gregory Peck's hand would have been right there when he was resting against the rock. Peck's character then proceeds up this hillside, but the rest of the scenes weren't filmed up there, although they try and give you the impression that they were. It would have been filmed down here somewhere. In the scene, Gregory Peck's character is trying to escape to the Russian border, but there's an electric fence there. The scene was actually depicted in the movie poster. Now the spot where the fence was located is going to be harder to find, I think. So I'm just checking out. I'm going to check out one or two places which might match up. You can see this background in the film, but I'm not in the right spot, unfortunately. I think it must be further away and to the left. Show you some of the scenery here though. Oh, I'm so happy I've eventually found what I'm looking for. In the film, Gregory Peck reaches the electric fence, but the Chinese soldiers are closing in. He can't just climb over the fence as it's an electric fence, and there's also some landmines right next to it. And he's right by the fence here, and he's by this rock. He would have been right here, just looking over this rock here. Just show you a screenshot from the scene. So notice this rock in the photo. If we just go a little bit further forward. Obviously you can see the background matches up. Notice this gap here between the two rocks. Gregory Peck's character tries to go underneath the electric fence, but he aborts the attempt once he realises that he can't. And when he's going into the fence, there's a close-up shot. Just trying to find the rock that you can see just behind him in the shot. I suspect it's this one. I've studied this rock quite carefully and it's not the one, but I think I have found it. just go a little bit further back. I'd actually put my back on the rock. So have a forensic look at this rock. To show you the screenshots from the scene where Gregory Peck is trying to get under the fence. And just come back to the rock. I'll go back to that picture in a second. And look at this this marking here and this here. Let's go back to the photo. I'll just put an arrow against the first mark and an arrow against the second mark. So you can see this is the exact spot where he was trying to get under the electric fence. How cool is that? I'm gonna, just in case somebody else wants to come and find this, just kind of pan around so we give you an idea how to find it. It won't be easy to find. I don't think I've ever been so happy to find the filming location. It's crazy to think that one of the biggest stars of the golden age of Hollywood has been lying down there at one time filming a scene. If you're a fan of Gregory Peck, I've got 2 other videos about him. I've got one about the filming of Moby Dick in South Wales, and I've also got a video when I was in Los Angeles. I went to see his former home in Los Angeles and his gravesite. So please check those out if you're a Gregory Peck fan. If you enjoyed the drone footage in this video, it was filmed with a DJI Neo. There's a link in the description if you want to buy one yourself. You'll be helping the channel if you use the link if you're buying it.